What's up, dude? Hi, everyone. So it's been a hot minute since I have vlogged. I've been working really hard on my true crime videos that I do because those have started to do pretty well for my channel. And now I've been doing 10-minute videos instead of like anywhere from like 2 to 7-minute videos. So trying to make a 10-minute video is really difficult, especially because some cases there's not a ton of info. So anyways, I've been super busy working on that, but I'm hoping that if those start taking off more, I can like post a little bit less or like have a little bit of time in between when I post. So I've kind of quit posting on Sundays, and I have said that like if I have a vlog that I want to post, that will kind of be the day that I do it, or if not then just literally whenever. So I really don't have a set posting schedule. But so that brings us to what I'm doing today. Jakey and I are going to Steele, North Dakota to a vet clinic because it's been a little over a week now that Jake hurt his paw, or his back right leg, and I don't know what the issue is. He was just playing with me, and all of a sudden he just like dropped his toy and came back to me, and he was holding his back leg up and he wasn't walking on it. And that's really odd for Jake. He didn't yelp, which isn't weird. It takes a lot to make him yelp or cry in pain, but I didn't know what the issue was, so I was kind of like, oh, whatever, you know, it just happened, not a big deal. Well, then cut to a week later, and we were like, okay, we need to take him to a vet because he's still not using that leg. So we got to figure this out. So we took him to a vet in Bismarck. It was a different vet than one that we've ever gone to before. Our regular vet retired and is no longer working on patients. They sold their clinic, you know, whatever. So we took him to this different vet. They said that they would do x-rays, but they would probably like sedate him a little bit. So we get there, we go back into a room, what I think is the exam room, and someone comes in and visits with me, and she's like, okay, so we're gonna take him back and we're gonna examine him. And I was like, so you're just like gonna take him? She's like, yep, if you just wanna wait here. And I was kind of like, excuse me, you're gonna take my dog from me? Like, what? Like, he's already super nervous because he hasn't been to this vet before. He doesn't like being taken away from me. Like, Jake is like, he is extremely loyal to his owners, and like he doesn't want to leave us. So I'm like, we're in a strange place and you're gonna like take my dog. I was like, that makes zero sense. So anyways, they take him, he goes with them because he thinks I'm going too. Well, then here he managed to slip out of his collar and tried to run back to the room, me, and I kind of heard it outside the door, and they were like, oh no, okay, all right buddy, see, we're not gonna do that again, you know, whatever. So then they come back in, the vet comes, and she's like, yeah, so he was really nervous, so we weren't able to do x-rays. And I was thinking, of course he was nervous. He doesn't know you, and you took him away from his owner. Of course he's gonna be a scared little boy, like, you know what I mean? So she's like, we're not able to do x-rays, but what we can do is send him home with anxiety medication, and then if you do decide to do x-rays, give him a pill the night before the visit, and then 2 hours before his visit, bring him in, we'll sedate him, and then we'll do x-rays. And I'm like, that makes no sense. Why don't you just sedate him now and do x-rays and let me come back with him? And I even said, what if I went with him because that'll make him less nervous? And she's like, well, we don't typically do that. And I'm like, no, I get that, but like, here's the thing. I mean, to a certain extent, I don't care what you do with him because you do what you gotta do. I get it. I'm not gonna be an overbearing pet owner. You know, I mean, like, I understand, do what you gotta do, you know what I mean? But I was like, okay. So they did give him pain meds, and then they sent us home. Total waste of my morning. Like, it was such a waste. We learned nothing other than they think he blew his ACL. That's what they think happened. But they don't know for sure because they didn't do x-rays. So annoying. So anyways, now we've booked with this vet in Steele, who my brother has gone to and had really good luck, really good vet. Price is a lot cheaper than the vets in Bismarck, Mandan. So we like that. So we're gonna drive a little ways and hopefully get better care and have it done for cheaper. But they are going to x-ray him and probably have to sedate him. I haven't given him any pain meds because it's been over 12 hours since I've given him meds, so because I didn't want him to like be on anything, but I did take a photo of the bottle. And I didn't do the anxiety meds either because I was gonna call and check, but I was like, you know what, we're just not even gonna do them because then he won't have anything in his system, hopefully. So if they do want to sedate him, I don't have to be like, oh, this is what he's taking, you know, because who knows how that stuff interacts with each other in their little bodies, so I don't know. But anyways, so that is what we are doing today. That's just a super long explanation of it. I'm hoping to find some answers. He has been using his leg more. He's not holding it as much, so I'm really, really hopeful that maybe he just got a little tear in his ACL and didn't completely blow the entire thing. But if we would want to do surgery, the vet in Bismarck said it would be about $3,400, which is way more than what we would want to spend on him. Like, we love him. He's our fantastic pet. He's a very hard worker, but he's not like a trained cattle dog. It's not like we sent him to a school to learn commands and stuff. All the work that he does is just what we've taught him. So we were kind of thinking if he did need surgery, if it was like $1,000, maybe we would do it. But if it's over that, then no, we wouldn't. We would just try to do some physical therapy with him, and then hopefully some scar tissue would build up, and he would probably be lame and walk with a limp. But there's also a chance that that could happen even if he has surgery. So I don't know. But like I said, I'm super hopeful that it's just a little tear, and maybe they're like, oh, just put a brace on him and, you know, don't play with him, be careful, and in a few months he'll be healed up and he should be like good to go. That's what I'm hoping. And I'm trying to think super positively, but I don't know, we will see. So that is just kind of where we're at now. He's got to stay in the back seat because I have a blanket down. He's been really good about that. So normally he's my little shotgun rider. Maybe on the way home I'll let him ride up front with me, but he's doing really good in the back. So normally he jumps right up to the front, which I don't always love because I don't always want him in the front. But anyways, okay, I'm just rambling now. You guys don't care. I will hopefully get some video with my phone in the vet clinic. So just finished out at the vet, and really good news, they think that he actually might have just kind of messed up his little ligaments that hold the two bones together in his knee. That's all they think it is, which is so good because that's not something that requires surgery. They didn't have to do x-rays. This vet was really nice. He was able to do these tests on Jake without having to, like I said, do an x-ray or sedate him. Jake was really good with him, and they did it in the room in front of me, like I was there, and that made Jakey feel much, much better, and it made me feel better because then at least like I knew what the vet was doing, like what he was looking for, and the little tests that he did on Jake. So it just made me understand it better as well. And honestly, like that's really all that I want, is to understand kind of what's going on. So I called my mom, no answer. I'm gonna tell her and my dad the good news. I'm so thrilled with this outcome. This makes me so much happier knowing that he won't need surgery. In 4 to 6 weeks we should be able to PLAY with him again and go back to our normal activities that we typically do. So yeah, there really should be no issue, but if there is, we got to bring him back in, and then they will look at possible surgery. But like I told the vet, he is like, I mean, at the end of the day, he is a dog. We don't know how much we realistically do want to spend on him, so yeah, we will see. But all in all, super happy with this outcome, and now we can go home. The only thing was that the vet did say that Jake was a little on the pudgy side, which we've been told that Jake's not fat, he's just very thick. But this vet said that no, he could stand to lose a couple of pounds. So that's what we're gonna work on, is doing a little bit more food restriction and getting him to lose pad of his weight. So, which Jake is a thick boy, but it is also winter, so that has a lot to do with it as well. But I'm gonna go in, get something to drink here at the gas station, and then get going home, I think. This gas station is a fantastic one. Absolutely obsessed with this one. They have such good drinks. The inside is so nice. But yeah, so Jakey, you gotta stay in here, my man. And then I might grab a blanket and let Jake sit up front. But you guys hang out with him. I should crack a window a little bit. Crack a window, and I shouldn't be long, so I'll be right back. You guys hang out with my Jake. I was gonna put a blanket down for you to sit on. No, this is not for you. The vet literally just said you're a chunky boy. So you know what that means? No sweet treats for Snooks. Super sorry, Bubby. There's gonna be so much dog hair in my car. Good thing I was planning on cleaning out my car anyhow, so whatever. All right, now I'm gonna connect my phone to my car, and we are gonna get rolling. This is a great gas station. They do have a Caribou coffee and a Cinnabon inside as well, and I think there's like a pizza joint too. Anyways, we are gonna go home. I know he's super warm, so we gotta crank up the AC. Okay.